opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open it up for some questions. Coach.
First of all, I'll contain my opening statement to all of our fans that attended the game tonight. There are a lot of fans that's been Alabama basketball fans long before I got here, okay? And I see a lot of those folks, you know, at the grocery store and at restaurants all around the city. And they tell me their stories about, you know, the good old days at Alabama in terms of basketball. So I want to thank them for coming tonight. I also really want to thank our student section. That student section was packed tonight. I talked to a couple of fraternity houses yesterday, and I encouraged them to bring a lot of their friends. And they played their part. And so we have a lot to talk about with the game, but I just want to really thank that those combination of people that have been here for years and season ticket holders and our student body for showing up and making a lot of noise tonight. And we still have a ways to go in terms of our overall crowd. You know, this was a non-conference game early in the basketball season. I think they're going to continue to get better and better, and it really means a lot to us. This community, you know, we want to be a part of this community in terms of a championship level team, like a lot of varsity sports that are here on campus, and we have to earn it, you know. And as I've shared with our team, whether it's the first half against Memphis or the first half tonight against Lipscomb, we have to earn it, okay? There's nobody gonna walk down like we got 5 angels coming on the floor and they're gonna pass out because they see a bunch of angels or guys walking on water. It's not gonna happen, all right? But overall, I'm proud of our team. Much better effort in the second half. We made some shots. Obviously, you guys know that, you know, we left a lot of points on the board at the line, but they're all correctable. But overall, I'm proud of our guys.
Thank you, Coach. Start all the way in the back, Scott.
Avery, like I said, second half, 11 assists, 18 made baskets, player movement, ball movement better. The guys just said, you said quit playing cool. Can they go into what you...
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Wow, that's a sign of maturity. They're telling the truth. Good. Wow. Yes, you know, that's something we talked about. We're a little too casual, cool in the first half, but whether it's jitters or a lot of those guys are young and this was their first game in the building, or just getting back in the flow of things for some of the guys that have been here before in the program. You know, we started 3 guys tonight in Daniel Giddings, Penny, and Colin that had never played a regular season game in the building. So I know because they're supposed to be some diaper dandy or super freshmen, they're supposed to be invincible in some people's eyes, but they're still human, and they have to grow and develop and gain experience, and same thing with Daniel. And then we're bringing a couple of freshmen off the bench. So I just think there were some nerves there and some jitters, but we're glad we got this game behind us.
Chandler?
Avery, could you assess could you assess Colin's play, and just how do you think he came out and kind of handled his emotions tonight in his first college game?
I think he's been a champ in terms of his courage and character, and mainly commitment to the program. You learn a lot about people in adversity. Wow, I mean, you learn so much about where you stand in a relationship with somebody when there is adversity, okay? You really do find out. And he and I and the rest of his teammates, they sincerely love him, and he sincerely loved them. And we laugh together, cry together, we're emotional at times together, but it's all about teamwork and togetherness. So I think obviously, you know, he didn't shoot it as well. You know, he's capable of making 11 out of 12 and 12 out of 12 from the free throw line. I will not lose any sleep over his free throws. Okay, but I think he's had a lot on his plate, but let's give his teammates credit also from going through whatever he's gone through with him and the way they've supported each other.
Left side, Cecil.
Coach, in talking to you before the game, your biggest concern after the opener against Memphis was defense. Coach Alexander said you really took them out of what they wanted to do offensively, and I were able to really shut down their best player. How did you feel like the emphasis in practice on defense carried over?
There was some carryover. I still thought we were lackluster in the first half. You know, the defense that we played in the first half of both of these games is just not good enough. But as I told our players, I'm always going to tell them the truth. They got to trust my judgment. We got to have the type of mental toughness on a consistent basis and teamwork on the defensive end. And whether it's football or basketball, you have to win your individual matchup. And you just can't get beat. And we're not at that level yet. You know, we're getting beat too much on defense.
Film left side, Alex.
We saw Colin bounce around, looking active pre-game. What kind of energy did you see from him? And did he seem nervous? Could you tell he had some? He missed the first shot, but hit several after that.
Right. Was he bouncing around?
Yeah.
Before? He was active. He was animated. Did he dunk in the warm-ups? Yeah. Was he maybe trying to get the students fired up? Whatever it is, that's what we need. Okay, because we don't talk. So I need a little animation and emotion and pride and whatever they call it, swagger. I call it confidence, not arrogance. So I'm sure he probably was. He's had a long road. And, when we played in our closed-door scrimmage, which I can't talk about publicly, he was on the floor. And we saw him in a lot of different lineups with his teammates, and we liked overall what we saw. And, this year, guys, we're starting 2 point guards. I'm starting Dejon Ingram, who played point guard for us all last year, and Colin. And we think that combination of guys being on and off the ball, we think we can be effective. But yes, if he was animated and emotional and excited about the game, that's the guy we recruited.
Stand left here to Mark.
Do you have a sense of what you want to do with the rotation right now, or is it too early with both Braxton and Raleigh out?
I have a sense. Yep, I definitely have a sense, and it may be a situation where we have to rethink some of the plans that we had coming into the season, because you remember, because I know you probably got this on the recording somewhere, all right? I said I want to try to get to 8-man rotation. We may have to go to 9, and we just have to adjust, and maybe there are situations where we play 3 big guys all in the same night. But everybody this year, including Lawson Schaefer, okay, we're confident in putting everybody on the floor.
Okay, let's go, at the gym, we'll go all the way back from the back row to Reiner.
Colin had a plus 21 in 27 minutes. How would you characterize that performance and that efficiency?
That, overall, for a first game, not bad. Obviously he was a little disappointed with missing some free throws, but I wasn't really that disappointed because I know what he's capable of. But I thought he put pressure on the ball. He's not going to probably get enough credit defensively this year, as he should. This guy can get down and defend people 94 feet. And it's really energized our team. And, AJ's taking his full court defense to another level. Herb is a stud on defense. And we think with Herb and Dejon, when Braxton gets back, and Colin and AJ, we think we have some guys with some foot speed that can do a good job of defending the basketball full court and in the half court. We just need to be a little bit more disciplined. We're not there yet in the area of discipline.
Time for a few more questions.
Coach, the ball just seems to be moving a lot more on offense than we saw last year. Is that the result of just there's more playmakers on the court right now, or is that something that you've really been pushing, making a concerted effort to get across?
Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, okay? A lot of coaches, especially these gurus, these offensive gurus, your plays work a lot better when you can pass and dribble and shoot. I'm gonna let that just marinate for a second. Okay, so we think we got some guys that can collectively, returning players, new players combined, we think we can be more effective in those areas. So one guy won't feel like he have to lead us to victory by dribbling the ball 19 times. In our first year with Retno Basahan, to put a product on the floor that can be competitive, we had to do what we had to do, and he was that guy. Okay, he just had to make plays for us. In year 3, we're a little bit different now. We're built a little bit different.
Front row right, Tony.
How would you assess your play down low? You know, on one hand, you outscored them in the paint 50-22, but on the other hand, you were out rebounded 47-40. Just what would you see from that?
I saw that we need to be a little bit more physical without fouling. We reacted too much to their post moves instead of being the aggressor, smartly being aggressive in certain situations. We got posted up too deep, too much, especially in the first half. When we were on offense, we didn't make compact, controlled moves. Daniel made one in the first half, but there were other times we were off balance, and we missed a couple of easy ones in the paint or got our shot blocked. But again, it's an evaluation. We're going to watch the video on tomorrow. Our coaching staff, I think, is one of the best I've been around at breaking down video. And so, we'll get here early in the morning and break it down. And we got a pretty quick turnaround with the game coming on Friday. But that's an area that we got to improve in, because down the road, I know we only take it one game at a time, but some of the teams that we're going to be facing here really soon, we're going to have to pick it up in terms of how we're finishing inside and how we're defending inside.
Okay, last question on the left, Caleb.
Coach, you talked yesterday about, you wanted it to be a team effort, not all Colin. All 9 players who played in the first half scored in the first half. How important was that team effort, and did it allow guys like Sexton and Pay to be able to take over in the second half?
Yeah, again, we think that if we can have great balance, 5, 6 guys getting in double figures, 7 guys on some nights, or 4 guys in high double figures, we're going to be a lot harder to scout, because you're not just going to try to shut down one guy and limit his success. It was obvious tonight, in watching the film, if we didn't limit Garrison Matthews' touches and try to be physical without fouling and try to disrupt some of the things he likes to do on offense, we weren't going to be successful. But if we have nights where one of our key guys struggle, we should be able to go to the second, third, and fourth guy to get some offense. Or if a guy gets in foul trouble, next man up. That's what we've been working towards.
All right, thank you, Coach.